Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the Work and Draft server, it's time to make a little bit of magic. I've got me a ton of bows, which if I place them in the middle and not to the left or the right, allow me to create dispensers. Now, dispensers are, of course, most famous for their participation in the defense of the Alamo, which happened a good while ago. Read a book, okay? That's how we learn stuff. So, I can go to my Thaumcraft base here, which is looking pretty good. Oh, yeah, I found a bunch of villagers and saved them from zombies. I need to build them a better home. But until then, what I need to work on is getting my dispensers set up here to properly allow me to make this my new magical platform. Now, one thing that I'm going to want to get rid of is all of these, I don't know what you call them, signs. Wow, signs, you are super slow to be gotten rid of. What if we use an axe or a pickaxe? Slightly better. Next time, I will probably remove these before beginning the video, because that would just smack of, knowing what I'm doing. So, if I put some redstone up here, and let's see. So the best way to go ahead and make a infinite water source or an infinite spring here would probably be to put dispensers here and here and fill them with buckets. So we can just go there. If I put that, oh, you can't run. Okay. So now, if I put a bucket in there, whoops, and a bucket in here, it does not like that. Dang it, dispensers. I wish dispensers were not as picky about the exact direction that the current was arriving in from. What if I use some of this red alloy wire? I hear that stuff's pretty great. Does that allow me to, not have all these problems? Well, let's find out by actually first making some red alloy wire. I think I need some wool in order to properly jacket the red alloy wire. So we are going to take these beautiful little happy little shear babies, and we are going to go administer them with great efficacy toward whatever sheep may lay in the path below. Oh, hello. Ba-ba, sheep. Ba-ba. That'll do, sheep. That'll do. Okay, so now we'll just go ahead and chop some wool off of some of these other sheep with just blatant disregard for safety. Like that was a pit I just jumped across there. And I should probably make a way for him to get back up so he does not die. Okay, great. Now, with the sheep jacket wire, I can now construct. Hopefully I can make these dispensers not be terrible. But keep in mind that when I am building something, there's a good chance that everything is terrible forever. So, let's go find out. I will just come over here, put my red alloy wire right there, put some light gray wool. Really, what's the recipe for these? I know that there's a way to make some sort of wire with this. Covers, really? Is that it? I really thought there was a way to just make... Yeah, oh, okay, it's 3 of them, like this. There we go. There we go. Up the current, not across the board. Now we know. Boom! Now that one didn't work. Okay, now that time it did. So, if that breaks, then those are supposed to, dang it. I thought that those would, okay. Oh, that's fun, because that's always gonna be, so we've created a new water source in the middle here. Now, if I actually move this thing, though, which is supposed to be possible. Really? Really? Now you don't want to move. Am I just not getting enough? Hey, it's a full battery box. Come on. What's wrong with this? Okay, so wait, that's where it needs to be. This is where it needs to be. Or actually, does this need to be up one? Really? Come on, guy. What's your problem? Okay, so that's trying to power. But it's not. Maybe I need to move this up one just for a moment. So let's grab us a crescent wrench, because that's probably the right tool for the job, and we are probably not completely messing this up somehow. No, we are probably messing this up somehow. How is this not receiving a redstone current? So that one's running, but this one's not. It gives me the feeling that this is not getting power, but the power light's on. I've got to say, these engine things are like the single most frustrating part of everything that I do in this game. Turning this one on. And, okay, now you activate, buddy. That's how this works. Did we move at all? Okay, let's disengage from the topmast.net for a minute. Maybe we're too heavy. Are we too heavy? Whoa, there we go. We just had our anchor laid. So, as you can see, this now is creating an infinite spring each time we move, I think. Maybe not. Let's go turn that off and see. Okay, yeah, so for some reason, so it seems like unpowering this, which I didn't think was doing anything. Oh, okay, so wait. I think I just pushed us backwards one. But, okay, so that now takes the water out of there. But when we move again, you know what I'm realizing here? I might just not need the dispensers at all. We are going to build a mobile infinite spring without the dispensers. Okay, first thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to pick up the water, because we will look very, very silly if we do not do that first. And I very nearly almost did that. We'll just go ahead and put some of this extra wool in here for right now. And we will go ahead and pick up dispenser number 1, dispenser number 2, and we'll come back here, grab our wool back out. So I might be able to just literally place a bunch of frames here with water. And let's see, kind of have a water spring protector, kind of protecting stopping me from bucketing out the sides. And so let's turn this thing on and see if it... I was really worried it was going to delete our water when we moved, but... Okay, awesome. So there's step 1, mobile infinite spring. Off. Okay. Now, for our Thaumcraft base, not only are we going to need a mobile infinite spring, but we are also going to need some other things to be a little bit mobile. Like, for example, our infusion altar. So, let's go ahead and start off by taking the blocks that we would need to create a new infusion altar and placing them on here in a wonderful pattern. Let's see, if I'm going to have the water here, I don't even need any of this wire now, so that's a lifesaver. Not a lifesaver, that would make no sense for that to be a lifesaver at all. Oh, wait, I do need that redstone torch there. Let's go ahead and put this extra step away, because we probably want to minimize the number of steps in our process at any given time. Okay, so, if I turn this on, those move. Now, if I use my Thaumcraft wand, they still move. Awesome. I was thinking I was going to have to build a device that hit them with the wand every time. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to need for our mobile Thaumcraft platform is not a reverse button, but yeah, we kind of need a reverse button. I don't think I'm going to be able to move that thing because it's a 3x3, but we are doing way better than I thought we were going to be doing. We are going to need some of this wonderful netherrack down here. And we're going to have to find out if we can move fire. If we can, then that'll be awesome and save us a ton of trouble. If we cannot, then we have a additional problem. Let's go ahead and get rid of this extra wool here, because now gathering it was just entirely an exercise in wool gathering. And, oh, let's grab extra netherrack, because you never know how much netherrack you will, in fact, need. Now, one problem with having a mobile Thaumcraft platform might be that it, I can't use golems up here without them jumping to their death, but hey, that's just hilarious. So, okay. So let's say then that I put a cauldron here and a cauldron here, and that I remember to bring something to set them aflame with. You know, like, for example, a fire starter or a lighter or something, anything. Why would I forget to do that? Okay. So let's go ahead and turn the ship around and start sending us back the other way. Make sure it actually works. Awesome. Okay, so the ship is going to start heading back this way while I grab me a flint and steel. Now, the nice thing about this is I'll be able to do magic in one or a node area and then continue to another. And eventually, I'd like to even use this as a mobile platform for my crazy Thaumcraft drill. So let's see. Something I can start a fire with. I don't think Nitor actually lets me start fires. Somewhere in here, I've got some sort of flint and steel or a wrath igniter or something that would just, get the job done. So let's quickly find that. Okay, we now have flint. We now have steel. Boom. Better than Buzz Aldrin and Flint Steel together. Flint Steel would be an awesome astronaut name. If you didn't get that, then, As you may notice, this is not the ideal tower from a visual standpoint. But okay, so let's find out if fire moves. It does! Oh, it probably also sets all this stuff on fire. So I might want to be alert to that. And only set it further away from things. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and kill the motor for a second, since we are pretty much back where we started. Not entirely, but let's go ahead and embed these netherrack blocks down lower into here, so that our cauldron doesn't stick out quite so funnily, as in of or being a funnel. Okay. Whoa, and of course we have already jumped under the thing and made a fool of ourselves. So, yay. For those of you who have a fool counter, you can go ahead and count me among the fools. Here we are. Now we put that there, and we set it aflame. Now we take our cauldron here, and so let's go ahead and see if this whole thing moves. Really? Are we not going? Whoa, okay, now we're moving. Fire's moving. Whoa, cauldron's moving. A little bit glitchy there. Whoa, I'm glitching like into stuff. Okay, so don't stand where the cauldron is, because that's not a good enough backstop. It's throwing me off. Okay, so once I stop the... Whoa, Jane, stop this crazy thing. Okay, so now we can try... We got our bucket. Let's go ahead and see if if the water will boil, even though it's kind of like in a weird thing. If this works, then this is essentially the fundamentals of the mobile Thaumcraft lab right here before you. What I might want to do is get a bellows or two to attach to this so it boils more quickly. Or at all. It does not seem to be boiling. Yeah, this is the crucible. It's the Thaumcraft item. Hitting it with a wand. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Great, great, great. So now, for example... okay, so here's the next test. Does it move with the boiling water? Will it maintain its boiling state when we start moving? Okay, awesome, it does. So then, next test. If I throw something in there, wear my goggles of revealing, I can see the 44 meat and 22 skeletal things there, those magical potencies. If I move this... Okay, ship, here we go. And now we're lagging again. Or, oh, no, sorry. Sometimes I'm going to have to fix the engine, too, you know, so the thing actually, you know, goes. But, okay, come on. Really? What went wrong here? Oh, I connected to the mast. I accidentally anchored myself down. There we go. Okay. Cool. Let's get this going. Awesome. It is maintaining the knowledge of the crucible as we travel. So no information is lost there. Other information that might possibly be lost is... okay, so this table will remain... it'll keep stuff in memory. If we put something in here in a pattern like that, you can see the workbench is now showing up in there. So let's make sure that that information is not tied to location. Awesome. Okay, so we are not going to lose any data by moving like that. Okay. Well, I've got to say, this is looking pretty good. We may be able to begin dismantling this platform down here entirely. Let's go ahead and start grabbing anything else that looks, you know, like it's not nailed down. And it seems like an axe might be the better tool for this job. So let's go ahead and grab and or fashion ourselves some manner of axe. And, okay, well, it looks like I'm going to have to fashion rather than grab. Luckily, I'm a very fashionable fellow, especially when it comes to axes. Bronze, it seems, has gone out of style. And do I seriously have nothing else? Oh, I have an axe itself. There is an iron axe. Boom. Next problem. Okay, let's go ahead and throw these bronze bars over here. I now have my arcane work table, my scribing tools, my tables. Oh, that's interesting. The scribing tools have a, no, that's just a dark line. That's not a usage maximum usage thing. Okay, great. So, let's go ahead and just we'll kind of work out the actual flow of this space better in the future. But let's go ahead and throw our work table. Oh, I'm gonna need these platform things, won't I? These panels. Okay, so we'll throw our arcane work table there, and let's verify that it does not lose information either. We have moved. We have stopped moving. Okay, it's still maintaining its information. I just want to do all this stuff before I put something super expensive or fancy in here. Okay, so I'm going to put a single sheet of paper in my thing here. Turn this on. Okay, awesome. We can now go thumbling in our airship. Okay, this is great. We now have the beginnings or the underpinnings of a true mobile Thaumcraft base. So at this point, I just mostly need to start, you know, breaking this stuff down and taking it with me, and I'll be able to get this show on the road. See what I did there? Because I'm showing you the road with a sky. I should have said what rhymes with road but is about sky. This doesn't bode well for me and my rhyming ability. Gonna take this show on the horizon. No. Gonna take this show on the on the Cloud and Road or similar. Oh, look at the candle. Okay, that is awesome. That alone makes all of this worth it. Well, also everything else. Every other part of this is also awesome. So, this is the beginning of Sky Captain Wizard Adventure. Oh, and hey, my silver tree thing over there grew. So, great. I'll now be able to pilot my way through whatever troubles might travail me, or whatever travels might trouble me. This thing, I'm gonna kind of have to figure out. I don't think that there's gonna be a way to move this. I might end up incorporating this somehow into this structure, or like it's such a cool fiery furnace. I don't want to leave it. I don't know. Ooh, can I move the crystals too? They're very shiny. At this point, I'm just moving stuff to move it. Could I mount the totems and the node cluster on here and move? I could possibly walk around vacuuming up node clusters with this. Okay, well, let's just see if the crystal's actually a fix. Okay, awesome. Crystal's a fix too. Yeah, this is officially going to be a wonderful Skybase Adventure Captain Magic Tower platform thing very, very soon. It might take some work to actually get it, ship shape and all, but I think I can do it and possibly fall off. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of thaumaturgic decoration as well. Oh, you know what? One thing we have not checked, or a few things we haven't checked, but let's go ahead and grab this panis and this tree stuff, and most importantly, let's try moving some warded stone, because that might, and warded glass, that might be a very interesting problem, or potentially not a problem at all, depending on how this goes. Maybe it'll be fine. If I put a piece of warded glass right there, turn us on. Does that just stop the entire ship? Ooh, that is indeed a powerful piece of glass. Are we moving again now? Oh, no, that was just because the frame was off cycle. So, let's restart this experiment and do it right this time. We will put down one warded glass, and we will begin the cycle here. Nope, still no movement. Let's verify that we can update the cycle. Yeah, okay. So, just to say, if we put down a bottle, bottle moves fine. We put down a warded stone block, everything stops. Wow, that's an incredible break. In case of emergency, drop a warded stone block. Good to know. Our arcane alembic will hopefully function perfectly, but let's find out. Yeah, that seems to be all good. Okay, awesome. Whoa! So, yeah, it has to be attached. Well, that's kind of just bizarre now. Let's move that. Oh, that almost fell in the fire. So this is going to need to be placed on one of these stone ones. Wait, what? Is one of these a panel and one of these is a frame? Or maybe it was just placed mid-movement. Okay. What haven't we tried? Oh. I want to build myself a descender here. So if I need to drop down suddenly, I am not in immediate and terrible peril. So I probably don't want to have the arm this high. That's going to just swing me into over there, isn't it? So let's go ahead and actually build a step down here. This will be our walk-away bay. I'm sure they have a real word for that in actual airshipping. But, okay, so this is our walk-down bay. And so then we will have across here our array of arcane levitators. which will slow our fall even without a jetpack. Okay. Put the jetpack back on. Get back up here. Whoa. Get hung up on the levitator. Now, let's go ahead and turn this back on. And we are moving once more. Okay, this is definitely a very successful first attempt at creating a magic stand up here in the sky. Really, I have everything I need. I have my table, I have my other table, I have my arcane alembic, and my infinite water source. This is looking pretty good. So, I'm going to call it an episode. Anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Ah!